Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Twitch yet again and their double standards. I feel like everybody kind of knows what I'm alluding to. Over the last few years, there's been a lot of talks about like how Twitch basically has favoritism that they play on the website. They allow other people to get away with insane things, but then will ban people for the smallest things, you know, or suspend them for the smallest things. Of course, there's been instances where people are banned for things that are just pretty much just things that you shouldn't be able to even be banned for, right? Like there's been people who've been banned for being the victim of a carjacking on Twitch, right? Like just because they were streaming live on Twitch and like a gun was shown or something, they've been banned. I think that was the situation, I'm remembering correctly. There's been a lot of these types of issues, right? And people have been saying for years that Twitch has double standards all across the board and how they handle their bans and everything. But today's situation is actually pretty insane. I mean, we're talking about today we're talking about basically some crazy stuff in terms of like someone making legitimate threats against the people at Twitch and then getting unbanned days later, or at least having their permaban reversed, I should say. So this is all surrounding streamer Narcissa Wright, which is actually a very popular speedrunner. It's a little bit of a confusing situation, so I'm going to try and get through it, and then we'll talk about it here. We'll talk about why, of course, they were banned or permabanned in the first place. We'll talk about what was said afterwards, everything that happened, and then, of course, the reversal of the decision from Twitch, and then we're going to talk about the double standards. So, Twitch banned Narcissa for accidental nudity, often one of the more unforgiving community guidelines violations. It's also frustrating because a number of times an accidental nudity ban stems from a viewer tricking the streamer who had no intention of showing such content. But if Narcissa was banned for accidental nudity and nothing else happened, it wouldn't have made headlines. The publicity surrounding her ban derives from her threat against the safety of real people at the company. Threatening violence could become a trend if Twitch doesn't take it more seriously. Are streamers now free grab headlines for threatening to harm Twitch employees, knowing it won't be taken into account when their ban appeal is reviewed, or that a remorseful apology will suffice? So you might be wondering, well, Optimus, what exactly did they say? What happened that was considered a threat towards harming Twitch employees? I want to kill myself and shoot people at the Twitch HQ, ha ha ha. Okay, so literally tweeted out a threat to shoot people at the Twitch HQ. A tweet threatening to commit a mass shooting at the Twitch headquarters, and of course was deleted, but this is what came out after the entire, like, the permaban or whatever, right? Now, let's play a little game here, okay? Because I just want to wonder what you guys think here. So, let's play a game called What Would Happen If I, okay? Now, what would happen if I, a male Optimus, said that I was going to go shoot people at the Twitch HQ? Would I A, be arrested by the police for making a terrorist threat, B, continue to be permanently banned from all of Twitch's services, C, lose my entire career and probably have all of my fans quit following me, or D, all of the above? I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds here real quick to go ahead and vote down in the comments here. Yeah, okay, so the correct answer to that question is D, all of the above. My ass would be in prison, I would lose my career, and I'd be permanently banned from Twitch. But it's okay. If Narcissa Wright decides to threaten to shoot people at the Twitch HQ after being permanently banned from the platform, it's not taken as a real threat. No need to get the police involved or anything like that. No need to permanently ban this person from the fucking platform they just threatened to commit a mass shooting at the HQ of or anything crazy like that, right? That would be overkill, no pun intended. That would be overkill in this situation, guys. But hey, if a fucking man decided to say something like this, what do you think happens? Imagine what Twitch would do if Dr. Disrespect, after he got permanently banned, was like, hey, I'm gonna go fucking kill people at the Twitch HQ. They'd have the SWAT team guarding every entrance and exit of the fucking building. You'd be getting scanned with metal detectors to walk in. But it's okay. Someone that they like, a woman, in fact, actually did this one, so it's okay. Now, the reason that I'm saying, you know, oh, man versus woman in this situation is because Twitch has a very long history of treating men and women differently for committing these types of things, right? For a long period of Twitch's history, right, you know, women have been abusing like the hot tub meta and stuff like that, while men have been getting banned for fucking ridiculous things. It's gotten to the point where a lot of people conspiracize that they just favor women on the platform altogether and let them get away with anything. And I mean, it's getting harder and harder to debate that when you have women literally threatening to fucking kill people at the HQ of the company and you reverse a permaban because of what exactly? What was the reason for you to reverse this? Because Narcissa Wright was very remorseful in the the appeal / apology for what happened. So basically what went down is Narcissa Wright appealed the permaban and was like, oh, I'm so sorry for literally threatening to fucking murder you and kill myself because you banned me from your platform. I'm so sorry about that. Please forgive me. And instead of being like, nah, this person's a fucking psychopath for making this threat toward us, they're instead like, you know what, maybe this is someone we should reverse this on. And it literally blows my fucking mind, bro, because like this is a serious threat. Like I don't care what anyone says. So Narcissa says, oh, it wasn't a credible threat because I don't even own a gun. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. Number one, it is very easy to obtain guns in a lot of places. I mean, if you don't have like a criminal background history or anything in America, you can walk into most gun stores and just buy one. Like right now, if I wanted to go buy an M1911 from the gun store down the road, I could literally walk in, show them my fucking ID, go through a 5-minute background check, and I have a gun. So saying, oh, I don't have a gun isn't an excuse, okay? You made that fucking threat regardless. You literally tweeted out that you want to shoot people at the Twitch HQ. It doesn't matter if you have a gun. That is a legitimate threat. If a kid in school said, hey, I'm coming to the classroom with a 300 rounds of ammunition in math class 4th period, that kid is going to fucking jail. The local police are arresting him on the school grounds for saying that. But if you're a cool enough Twitch streamer, it's okay. You can make threats to do that. No one gives a fuck, right? So I don't know where the, I guess, line is drawn on what kind of threat you're allowed to make, but apparently it's, if you make it about Twitch, no one gives a shit. So I guess all you have to do is write Twitch a really good apology about threatening to murder all of their employees, and you basically get away with it. So, and you might be wondering, well, Optimus, what's the big deal? They already apologized. Twitch seems to have moved on. They don't really seem to care about this whole thing. What exactly is the issue? Well, here's the issue. It now sets a fucking precedent that Twitch has to handle the exact same way every single time that this happens, or else they're going to get called out on it, and it's going to be more and more proof that they don't truly handle all bans the same, that all rules aren't enforced the same against everybody on their platform, which it's already been proven repeatedly that they don't. If you let her get away with threatening to kill people at Twitch HQ and just writing an apology and getting their permaban reversed, then now anyone who gets permabanned can just say, hey, I'm gonna fucking kill 30 people at the Twitch HQ, and if they write a nice enough apology, you either A, have to let them back on the platform and just let their threat of killing you go, or B, you expose yourselves as hypocrites that just allow people to make threats in certain situations and not in others. It's a really bad game of hot potato that Twitch is playing, and it's not a game that you want to be playing hot potato with. Like, we're talking about the lives of people here. And if you constantly have people threatening to shoot up the Twitch HQ now, it's like, what threat can you actually take seriously? You either have to take them all seriously or none, and it appears to me that Twitch doesn't really seem to give a shit about these types of threats, considering they're willing to literally let people get back on the platform after doing it. Like, this sets such a really horrible precedent. And let's not pretend like shooting up the HQ of a social media platform is like out of the world or something like that. Like, it's out of this realm of possibility. It's been nearly 4 years to the day since the YouTube HQ was shot up by somebody who was mad that their content was getting demonetized. 3 people got shot and the shooter killed themselves. These types of things happen all the fucking time, unfortunately, especially in the United States, right? Like, it seems like for the last few years, every time you've turned on the news, there's another high school with a kid going there with a gun and killing everybody. This type of shit really happens. It's not a game to play. It's not something to make fake threats about. And if you do so, I would expect for the people that you're doing it against to not want you back around. But I guess if they like you enough, it's okay, right? So Twitch is, of course, exposing these double standards again. People are really pissed about this. It's been pretty controversial since it happened. I think very understandably why. I just don't get it, man. It's pretty crazy to me. So with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about threats being made at the Twitch HQ and signing out.